Hey, it's Marie again. I'm back with another video, and I wanted to move through my life story with CP thus far chronologically. So today I thought I'd talk about my elementary school experience and my childhood in general in this video. I first want to say to any parent out there with a child who has CP, if you watch my channel, I think that's pretty cool. Just in anyone in general, I guess that's pretty cool. But if you do have a child with CP, I hope that you kind of take into consideration my advice and what I've had to go through, because I think childhood in anyone's life is pretty important, developmentally speaking, and even like when your child has a disability, that makes childhood even more important because it sets the groundwork, the foundation to live a productive adulthood life. Yeah. So I first want to talk about how I got CP because I never went over that in the first video. So basically I was born 3 months prematurely and I was also a triplet. So from those two factors, I think I got it somehow along the way, and I don't really know exactly when, and I don't really know exactly how, and I do not really care. All I know is that I have CP, and I'm stuck with it for the rest of my life. So I didn't walk until I was 2. But other than that, after I walked, I learned how to walk. I lived a pretty normal life. I did everything right beside my sisters. As I said, I was a triplet. That helped tremendously because that was normalcy that I could look up to. Normality, or whatever the term you want to use. But that was my normal, and I could see what normal was, and I could strive for normal. So I swam, I played basketball, I taught myself how to ride a bike, because my parents didn't want to waste their time. You know, I have CP, like, how was I supposed to ride a bike, if the doctors say I couldn't walk? But then, you know, I walked, but, yeah. So I taught myself how to ride a bike, and I think that just shows that whenever the doctors tell you, or in today's context, I guess, whatever online sources tell you, they're not set in stone. Your child can do anything that he or she sets their minds to, and I think that's pretty important, just to give everyone a chance, even if people say your child or you can't do it. You might, and you probably can. You just gotta open up that door, and leave it open for your child, or in my case, open it up for yourself. You'll never know if you don't try. And if I didn't try and I didn't attempt to teach myself how to ride a bike, I would not be riding a bike today. I guarantee it. So that's pretty important. But yeah, elementary school, on the school aspect, I was born cross-eyed from the CP with the tight muscles. So they loosened the muscles up when I was about 2, and then they overcorrected. So they had to tighten the left side up because I had a lazy eye then. So that was cool. That was about when I was 9. But I've always had trouble reading because on top of that, I have nystagmus and astigmatism. Yay! So my eyes shake. And what does astigmatism do? I don't know. It has something with the curvature and the light of your eye. Don't really know that either. But nystagmus, so my eyes shake and they're very difficult. It's very difficult to keep focused on something, but it's very subtle, so I'm lucky that way too. But yeah, so I also had a learning disability on top of that, and first off, I don't contribute that to the CP. From my research points me, if it's correct, that those two things are not related. But I did have a learning disability, and I kind of laugh at the special education system. Because I think about how many times I was taken out of class during elementary school and how much class I missed. I was probably taken out of class at minimum 2 times a day, and at max about 5 times. So I think about how many lessons that I missed from, that special education stuff that I did need, but I don't think I needed all of it. I think the special education system overcorrects and overhelps, and if you just let the child be and the child learn, it might take a while for processing, but connections will be made in the brain, and that will help them. But anyways, I'm not a doctor, I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. On the CP aspect, on the physical aspect, I was taken out of class for gym class, just some extra help on my fine motor skills. So I did find that very important and very useful and productive for my adulthood, because if I didn't develop those skills, I couldn't do anything normal and be productive if I didn't have those skills, and if no one took the extra time to make sure I had those. I also did have a speech class. I was taken out for that, so that was cool. I find that useful too, because you gotta learn how to speak, and you gotta be able to communicate. And I know that people with CP do have some people that I met do have a difficult time talking. So just to get those sounds out of the mouth. But anyways, on the social aspect in elementary school, as I said before in my second video, I don't remember, everyone in my grade was pretty, they were really helpful. Especially the guys. They would invite me to play kickball. They would roll the ball slowly so I could kick it. They would help me just play kickball, just play things. They would, in music concerts, you would have to get up and off the risers. They would give me an extra hand and just help me off the riser. So I found that very helpful, and everyone was very understanding, and even in high school, and even through junior high and high school, those people were always there for me. Not like right up in my face, but if I ever fell, I guess metaphorically speaking, they were right there to help me up, and I think that was really cool of them. And I need to thank them. I know I do. I think I've gotten a lot of help from adults over the years, but I don't think anything matched to the amount of help I got from my classmates and the amount of tolerance they showed and understanding. So yeah. But just again, that's just the whole thing, going back to being normal and just allowing yourself to do anything you want to do, and just I don't know, yeah. And I think you gotta leave those doors open, and you can't let CP define who you are, and you can't let CP define who your child is, because if you do, you've closed so many doors before you were given the opportunity to open them. Yeah, so again, if you have CP, just stay strong, and know that you need that strength to get you through the day, and know that you can do anything. You can open the doors, keep those doors open, and just keep breaking down barriers and raising the bar for yourself. If your child has CP, d- let them be. You play such a, as a parent, you play such an indelible role. Indelible, is that the right word? You play such an important role in your child's development, and for the rest of their lives. This period will shape the rest of their lives. So I thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Alright, have a good rest of your weekend. Goodbye.